technology. For this, we are greatly in debt to Nehruji, the architect of modern India. India's achievement in agriculture is commendable. India is amongst the largest producer of milk today. It is also the second largest producer of vegetable all over the world. Our manpower and scientific power is third largest in the world. After independence, there has been a steady transformation in women empowerment. Now, women are taking part in areas such as politics, military, economic services, and sports too. Thus, they have gained a dignified space in society and family. The warriors who fought for us 73 years ago for freedom were soldiers, nawabs, princes, and etc. But this time, the warriors to fight against this COVID-19 are our doctors, policemen, nursing staffs, and many more people. Though we have locked ourselves in our houses, but the feeling of being a member of independent country is high. Whenever I think of independence, a question comes to my mind that are we truly independent or not? Answer to my question, in my opinion, is no. We are not truly independent or completely independent, as we have to get freedom from corruption, casteism, poverty, and many more things.
I think there might be some technical issue. She just stopped.
Kathy?
Kathy, you might rejoin.
Okay, so she stopped at 2 minutes 12 seconds.
Okay, fine. Shall we proceed to the next one, ma'am? Okay. Niyati?
Thank you, Khyati. Now I call upon Palak Malik.
Look, adjust your camera properly.
Good afternoon, everybody. Today, myself Palak Malik from Grade 8 is going to present speech on the topic 74th Independence Day. From the capture of the British government, many brave sons and daughters have fought for their lives and freedom, made extreme sacrifices for our nation, India. At that time, people organized many freedom movements, did a lot of struggles, and after all this hard work, India finally gained its independence on 15th August of 1947. So, let's go where it all started. India was once known as Sone ki Chiriya. Do you know why? Yes, because India had plenty of resources. We had productive lands. We had ample amount of rocks and minerals. We were known to be the home of largest spice market. The human workforce was one of our strengths. And with all these factors, the Britishers attracted towards our country and came here with the company, East India Company. And with the help of policy, divide and rule, they slowly gained control over our country. We became their slaves in no time. But after some time, few eminent personalities like Mahatma Gandhi, Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, Jawaharlal Nehru, and many more stood up for the India's independence and fought against Britishers and freed India from them. Now, being independent gives us a lot of benefits. We have freedom of speech, we have fundamental rights. But being an Indian citizen, it's our responsibility to build a nation of our pride with good deeds, like helping needy, keeping our surroundings clean, and most important, maintaining the laws. We all need to work in together to make India a self-reliant country. We all need to conserve natural resources and use alternative sources of energy like solar and etc. And today, we are celebrating 74th Independence Day. And I want to ask you two questions, including myself. Firstly, are we really free? Yes, we do have freedom to do whatever we want. But true freedom lies in producing the larger goodness for the largest mankind and other creatures. For me, freedom is to express and devote myself to my country. And secondly, are we really justifying the sacrifices made by our brave martyrs? Patriotism should be a feeling that should be above everything. And it should not just be for 2 to 3 days, like on special days like Independence Day or Republic. It should be every day. Patriotism should be a gratitude that we should inculcate in ourselves. And our brave martyrs might be seeing us from the heaven and might be singing सत्य अहिंसा के शस्त्रों से विदेशियों को भगाया था देख बंधमुख भारत माता को सपना एक सजाया था. At the last, I wish you all a very happy Independence Day and hope for building a better future. Thank you.
Thank you, Palak. Now we have Arhan Banerjee.
Good day to all the reverend judges and the spectators out there. Give me blood and I will give you freedom. This revolutionary statement was addressed by none other than our revered martyr, Subhash Chandra Bose. I, Arhan Banerjee, would like to vent my thought on this topic, give me blood and I will give you freedom. Freedom, a word which is differently interpreted by each one of us, depending on the diverse perception and ideology. But in British India, freedom was only meant to be get free from the shackles of the Britishers. There are different ideologies to obtain Swaraj, which gave rise to the radicals and the spectators. Which gave rise to the radicals and the leftists. Netaji was one such legend with brave heart and bold brain. Being the supreme commando of Azad Hind Fauj, he addressed his troops to give man money and material. Apart from man, money and material, he strongly emphasized on the motive of obtaining sovereignty. In his army, he recruited women, which showed women empowerment. He also demanded women to give blood. This means he urged women to give blood or to fight for a country. Swaraj is my birthright, rightly said by Bal Gangadhar Tilak. Netaji went a step forward to say that nothing happened in history without revolution. He also demanded Swaraj rather than begging for it. I, Arhan Banerjee, signing off. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat. Thank you.
Thank you, Arhan. Now I call upon our last participant for category A, Hitansh Jain.
Good morning, my dear teachers and my dear friends. Today, 1 minute, ma'am. There is connectivity problem.
No, we can hear you. You are audible and we can
Good
see
morning,
you.
my dear friends. Good morning, my dear friends and my dear teacher. Today, I, Hitansh Jain, from class 7, studying in Mount Litera School, Surat, will say some lines on Quit India movement. We say Quit India movement in Hindi as Agast Kranti and Bharat Chodo movement. After the failure of after the failure of Lips mission, Mom, I don't know.
Hitansh, try one more time. It's okay. You can speak, dear.
Yes, Hitansh, try. Don't stop. It's okay.
It's okay.
Speak, express yourself. Yeah. Continue, beta.
Mom, I don't know.
Hitansh, take pause and continue.
You wish to
Mom,
speak?
can you try
relax.
once again?
Yes. You can start now, Hitansh.
Good morning, my
Relax
dear
and
friends
do.
and my dear teacher. Today, I, Hitansh Jain, from class 7, will say some lines on Quit India movement. We say Quit India movement in Hindi, also Agast Kranti or Bharat Chau Andolan. As the Cripps mission was failed, so in 1942, Sir Stafford Cripps returned to Britain, and so the Indians understood that British government is not willing to offer an honourable settlement and real constitution allowance at least during the World War II. As the British government was there, so India had danger because Japan could attack the British, and due to both British and India both were in danger because violence would happen anytime. Gandhi understood it, and he was trying to get British out of India. So then Gandhiji thought about the Quit India movement for British. So the Congress committee held a meeting and they approved this. And they also decided in that meeting that they will work under Gandhi leadership, and Gandhi but in Congress some members were not were not were in.
Okay. So exactly he talked 2 minutes 30 seconds.
But when the Indian peoples the Indian peoples did something uh, were irritating the British people to leave India, and then they burned some police station, and in fact some of the instead of some British flags they put in the Indian flag for some time, at least for 1 or 2 weeks. The Indian government was free, like British was not ruling in India, and they were free. But then the British started encountering the people, and due to this encounter, the people were scared. So they started planning underground. They started planning underground.
Hitansh, your time is up.
Thank you, Hitansh. We have reached the end of the first session. But before we end this session, this is for all participants that the results will be declared online through Octopod.
Salonika ma'am, should we rejoin again?
Ma'am, still 7 minutes. Yes, ma'am. If you want to start the second session, we can rejoin.
Okay.
Okay, ma'am. Shall I end the meeting?
Yes.
Okay, ma'am. We'll
This
rejoin.
is the first session. We are rejoining again.
Okay,
Thank you,
ma'am.
students.
Thank you.
It was a great performance. Thank
Yeah.
you. We all are rejoining.
Okay.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
From Indian military, Dehradun, and got commissioned in the battalion on 11th June 2005 in Delhi. While the battalion was inducting for United Nations Peacekeeping Mission MONUC at Democratic Republic of Congo DRC, he is sincere and high-spirited officer. He has served with the battalion in field area, counterinsurgency operations in high-altitude areas. Salute to you, sir. He has also donated various staff appointments and served with Rashtriya Rifles. His interests are sports and professional events. Presently the officer is performing duties in second in command of the battalion. Thank you, sir, for making this day memorable with your presence. So now, let's begin with the competition. In the second and the final session, we have 6 participants in all. Under this category, we have Aditya Chanswara of grade 9, Siddharth Patro of grade 9, Aditya Premani of grade 9, Nishtit Parekh from grade 10, Ananya Singh from grade 10, and Anisha from grade 10. All the best wishes to the participants. So here we go. I request Nishti Parekh of grade 10 to start.
Dishti?
Ma'am, am I audible?
Yes.
Yes. Ma'am, may I?
Start.
Wishing a very blissful morning to one and all, I, Nishti Parekh from grade 10, would like to share my ideas on what freedom means to me. Let me analyze first what freedom exactly is as a general perception. Freedom is a state of mind where a person can think, speak, and act according to his wishes. The God has made every person unique. What is black and white for me can be grey for my colleague. Well, India got its independence long ago. But have you ever thought? Mom decides what we wear, dad decides what we study, government decides what history we read, grandma decides what we eat. The censor board decides what movies we watch, MTV decides what music we listen to. And yeah, the so-called society decides whether we are good human beings or not. Well, India got its independence 74 years ago. But as for me, I guess Indians are still waiting. Well, it saddens me sometimes that at every step of life, women have to work really hard to be worthy of freedom. We only love women who are achieving great things in life. But the fact is, women do not have the freedom to just merely exist, to just be. Today, after 74 years of independence, I would like to go back to the time when my grandma found it difficult to live in a patriarchal society. Back then, women fought for issues that we now take for granted. She might have heard a lot of people saying, instead of spending so much money on an education, you should spend the same money on a marriage and make it wonderful. Is this what we call freedom? Well, trying to define freedom is like trying to define breathing. It's always there. It's a state of being. Most importantly, its value is understood only and only when it is taken away from us. You know what? It's like waking up every morning knowing that choices and decisions can be made only and only by you and no one else. Well, India is said to be democratic and independent, right? But is it for real? If there's one thing I want to be free from as an Indian, then it's not being asked each and every time whether I am, what religion and community I belong to. My identity must be that I'm an Indian and not a Hindu or a Muslim. Well, freedom for me is freedom from fear. As long as we fear, even for a fleeting moment, we aren't free. And I strongly believe even our freedom fighters fear nothing and no one. And now, when I'm asked what freedom means to me, it's when I can hear my own voice among the million others who are trying to drone it out. Well, concluding, I would like to wish you a very happy Independence Day. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat. Thank you.
Thank you, Nishti. Now we have Ananya Singh.
Am I audible and visible?
Yes, Ananya.
So a very good afternoon to one and all present here. So for the topic for today is my speech on the occasion of 74th Independence Day. So I would like to share you all my yesterday's dream. When I was in my imaginary world, I opened my eyes and I could see a bunch of flashcards in front of me and I was standing behind the podium. I could see a huge crowd in front of me cheering for the day. I observed for a minute. I could see small children waving the national flag. I could see the national flag waiting for the hoisting. A heavy voice came from the backstage. Get ready, check your mic. You will be introducing the event in a minute. I did not know what to do. Everybody was maintaining the social distancing and sitting there. But then I gave a joyful smile and began. A very pleasant morning to one and all present here. I'm glad to see you all gathered here to give tribute to our great personalities as well as to observe the 74th Independence Day. Independence Day is not just a day when we celebrate the freedom for our country but also for the warriors who are living in this nation. They are not only the doctors but the ones who are suffering. They're not only the ones who are suffering, but the policemen, the peons, the workers, also the army who are on the border, leaving the family at their home. Independence. Independence is not just a word, but it has a huge meaning in this nation. We should feel proud to be a part of such a country where we have a right to live our life by ourselves. But this was not the scenario 73 years ago. We were ruled by the Britishers for 200 years. But we finally got independence on 15th of August 1947. What is our national flag? It's more than a cloth and an ink. I think our national flag represents our nation and also symbolizes liberty and freedom. The three colors, which represents the unity, the freedom, and the patriotism of our country. People across India feel that our Independence Day is a festival for all. Independence Day is irrespective of the caste, creed, as well as religion. It is equal for all. India has achieved a lot since its independence in the field of science, technology, agriculture, space researches, and many more. But there is a lot to be done and a lot to be achieved. I would just like to say two lines. सारे जहां से अच्छा हिंदुस्तान हमारा, हम बुलबुलें हैं जिसके ये गुलशन हमारा. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat. And I would like to take the oath to keep and maintain the country's prosperity and also the love, happiness, and peace. At the end of the stage, my mom suddenly hugged me and I came in the real world. And yeah, this was my speech for the 74th Independence Day of our country. Thank you.
Thank you, Ananya Singh. Now I call upon Arnisha.
A very good afternoon to everyone present here. I feel immensely honored to be part of this competition. Today, I would like to speak on the occasion of 74th Independence Day. In spite of taking this topic that we are celebrating the 74th Independence Day on 15th August, today, I am not going to talk about the freedom which we have got from rule of Britishers, but I am going to speak that the freedom which women have achieved in this many years. I, Arnisha of grade 10, would like to focus on women who have achieved the freedom in this many years from the past and till now. So, when we talk about the freedom which women have achieved in this many years, let's analyze the situation between the past and now. In past, women were not allowed to go out of the house and to do work. And the only thing was they were supposed to do was to look after house and handle kids. Girls were even not able to go and get educated and were pressurized to get married early. We can go through the life of Savitribai Phule, who faced immense difficulty from different corners of society. In addition of verbal abuse, stones and garbage was thrown at her, but she continued to walk away with straight head towards her goals. During the past times, she faced many problems, but she moved ahead with confidence. Now, when we talk about Durgabai Kanand, she was the first Indian female to get into the theatre. Through the past, we can see that there were not much opportunity given to women, but she, after being the first actress of our industry, she was not given much respect and she was not famous just because she was the first Indian lady, and it could be said that they believe that it was tubes. The time has changed and we got our first Indian lady Prime Minister, which is Indira Gandhi. And the time that where there was women could not step out of the house, and this is a time where a woman was ruling the country. So we can say that there is a definitely change in the situation. So on this Independence Day, let's give this right to all the women. Let's owe this independence to all the women who have traveled too far to give the basic rights to the women which were given to all human beings inherited except women. So let's celebrate this Independence Day and give tribute to all women who have struggled all their lives. Thank you.
Thank you, Arni. Now we have Siddharth Patro.
Greeting to the judges and my fellow competitors. So, judges, may I start?
Siddharth?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Now
Yes, you can start, Siddharth.
Start.
Thank you, ma'am. Freedom is an open window through which pours the sunlight of human dignity and human spirit. Today, I'm standing in front of you to speak on a very important topic of the day. So, the current question inside my mind is, what do we mean by freedom, or what freedom means to me? Well, this is a topic which comes to my mind on the 15th of August, on the Independence Day of our motherland, India. So, without wasting any further time, let's jump straight into the topic. So, what do we mean by freedom? Yes, we. What do we mean by freedom? Or what is freedom? Well, according to Wikipedia, freedom generally is having the ability to act or change without any constraint or restriction. But according to me, freedom means the ability to correct ourselves and learn from the mistakes we made. A good example for this is of Face Travis. He is a controller gamer and he was permanently banned from playing a battle royale game Fortnite because he used an aimbot to shoot a video for his YouTube channel. After getting banned, he made a public video in which he mentioned that he was really sorry for the mistake he made and would try not to do the same mistake again in the near future. There are also many other examples which can prove this point too, like of Emperor Akbar. Instead of giving punishment to the culprit, he used to forgive them because he knew that if you forgive a person, he would either reform or would try not to do the same mistake again. Moving on. Life without liberty is like a body without soul. How true. Living without liberty is like a bird caged inside. Imagine you being the bird. Will you be happy? No, I don't think. Will you get a sense of freedom? No. Will you be able to survive that kind of condition? No, I don't think. But will you be able to achieve freedom? Yes, you would be able to achieve freedom. But hold on, wait a minute. I forgot to mention that freedom is never easy to achieve. Yes, never easy to achieve. You have to grind until you achieve what you always want. With this, in the end, I would like to say freedom doesn't barely means giving people equal rights, but to correct the mistakes within ourselves. Follow the rules of treating people equally, or else life can give you a ban, just like Face Travis. With this, I, Siddharth Patra of Class 9, signing off. Thank you.
Thank you, Siddharth. Now we have the last participant from category B, Aditya Premani.
Good afternoon, judges, teachers, and friends. There is a famous phrase in English, your freedom ends when my nose begins. This was mentioned in my book. I don't remember the text which explained it correctly, but I remember the picture which engraved it. I wish
Yes, Aditi. Aditi.
Aditi,
Aditi?
Ma'am, can I start again?
Yeah,
Yes,
it's
yes,
fine. No
yes.
problem.
Teachers and parents. There is a phrase in English which is your freedom starts when I know sex. This was mentioned in my book, but I don't remember the explanation properly. I remember the picture which explained it engraved beautifully. So, on the spot,
Thank you so much for firstly inviting me as a judge, of course, ma'am. I'm also grateful to my deputy commander to have recommended me, to judge this particular online competition for the this thing. I must admit, ma'am, the preparatory level of each student is amazing, ma'am, and they've got enormous energy and amazingly, they all are amazingly talented, and I'm sure people will be, they will definitely do well in their lives. And now I must say, ma'am, the as far as the competition is concerned, competition just leave it apart, the result aspect. But I must compliment, ma'am, each one of you, as well as for the able guidance which you guys have given to the children and children. Of course, the preparatory level, the preparations, and the abilities which they have shown, and the confidence which they have actually shown to us, it is phenomenal, ma'am. And I must compliment each one of the participants who have put up such a great show, ma'am. And last but not least, of course, as a customary, I need to judge the performance and just leave it apart, as far as the result is concerned. But then I'm pretty happy and I'm exuberant, I would say, to see the students' confidence and the posture, I would say, ma'am. I'm really grateful. Thank you so much for giving me an opportunity to judge, the online competition once again, ma'am. And uh, lastly, of course, my heartiest congratulations to the winners. And of course, I'll be giving the results subsequently, ma'am. So thank you so much for inviting me, I would say. And congratulations to all the kids who have won. Thank you so much. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
And of course, ma'am, last but not least,
Thank you, sir.
artist, wishes on the 74th Independence Day, which will be celebrated tomorrow, of course, ma'am. And have a great day. And of course, thank you so much. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Independence Day to you.
Thank
Thank
you,
you,
sir.
sir.
Wish you the same.
Happy
Thank you, sir.
Independence Day. Thank you,
Oh,
sir.
yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. You have motivated us by being a living example of kindness and selfless service to our nation. We are proud of you, sir. And thank you so much for giving your precious time making this event memorable. We have reached the end of the second session. But before we end this session, this is for all the participants that the result will be declared online through Octopod. Thank you is a small word but has a deep meaning when expressed. So I request our Vice Principal Ma'am to express gratitude to the honored guest who took time and is present to motivate us.
Thank you so much,
Niyati,
Niyati.
thank you so much.
And
Thank you.
thank you so much, Niyati, and good afternoon to everyone. So, first of all, on behalf of MLZS family, I thank today's chief guest, that is Colonel Virendra Singh Danu sir, for his benign presence and spending some valuable time with us. Your speech was really a source of motivation for us. It motivated the students too. And I wish you happy Independence Day. And I
Thank you so
also
much.
appreciate, thank you, sir. I also appreciate all the participants for their wonderful performance. And Niyati, she is studying in grade 10. but it was a wonderful anchoring, Niyati, and all the teachers who are present with me, that is Salonika, Rupa ma'am, Soumya ma'am, who all have organized this speech. Thank you, everyone. Thank you,
Thank
Karishma.
you, sir.
Thank you, our director, sir, Mr. Rajiv Singh. Thank you, Ashutosh. And thanks to everyone and happy Independence Day. Thank you,
Happy
everyone.
Independence Day, ma'am. Happy
Thank you,
Independence Day,
ma'am.
sir.
Wish you the same.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. May we think of freedom not as the right to do as we please, but as the opportunity to do what is right. With this thoughtful quote, we end the event successfully. Happy Independence Day to all.
Same to you, Niyati.
Same to you.
Same to you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Same to you, beta.
Ma'am, excuse me. Aditi's speech is left, I guess. She said
Aditi is
5
not
minutes.
joining. She said she won't be able to connect. Soumya ma'am, hello. Am I audible?
Will Aditi rejoin?
No, ma'am. She said she can't. She is not confident.
Okay,
Aditi.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. No worries at all.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, you want to give a try, beta?
No, ma'am.
Okay, sir. You did a great job. Don't worry. Very good.
Yes.
Okay. Shall we end the meeting, sir, ma'am?
Yes. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, everyone.